Rama to resign. City News has received reports from insider sources that President Ramaphosa will step down as president of South Africa soon. This follows the Dollargate scandal at his Polopolo farm involving millions of dollars. This unfortunate incident has raised many questions and violations of various laws that regulate money and foreign currency. Ramaphosa has refused to take the nation into his confidence and divulge the truth about the theft in his farm. Parliament tried to persuade him to speak out, but he refused to state that law enforcement agents are investigating the matter. Some may view his refusal as a violation of Section 92 of the Constitution, which states clearly that all members of the cabinet are accountable to Parliament. Ramaphosa has become law unto himself. He locked the CR17 accounts and now he is refusing to account to Parliament on a matter that has potential criminal implications on him as President of the Republic. Ramaphosa has been summoned to the White House to explain his predicament. It is alleged that Washington is unhappy that Ramaphosa has become a political liability for USA interests in Africa and they no longer view him as the right person to lead the new American initiative to win Africa over. Ramaphosa has been severely compromised by the Dollargate scandal to such a point that he has also tainted Namibia, one neighboring state, into the mess. African leaders no longer view Ramaphosa as the honest and upright leader that they can trust. This has happened at a time when the world is divided on the Ukraine war. Several African countries remain uncertain about which side to take between the Russia-China alliance and the NATO-USA-led alliance. 5 countries are reported to have applied to join the BRICS group of countries, i.e., Iran, Egypt, Argentina, Saudi Arabia, and Turkey. This is a major development in world politics and indicates a serious political realignment. Another important development was Africa's objection to a US-led proposal to reform the International Health Regulations (IHR) in Geneva in May 2022. This reform is viewed by many as an attempt by the USA to control the world through the WHO, whereby, in the case of a pandemic, the WHO would override individual countries' constitutions and literally take over control. This has caused serious concern amongst African leaders about the potential surrender of their sovereignty. Ramaphosa has been viewed as central to these plans and was the anointed leader of the COVID-19 vaccination campaign in Africa that left many African countries indebted as they were forced to buy a vaccine that was on trial and less effective. Many African countries politely rejected Ramaphosa's overtures to buy the vaccine and pleaded poverty because their populations did not really experience the pandemic. Ramaphosa has been viewed as the blue-eyed boy of the G5 countries in their attempt to dominate Africa and the world. He has been the only African leader invited to the G5 summits, and this has left a sour taste in the mouth to many African leaders. With his credentials and integrity in question, many African leaders are likely to reject him. This has made him a liability for a global project of domination and control. He has been exposed and cannot explain how he ended up with so many USA dollars hidden in his farm. Rumors are rife that this was bribe money for his role in the vaccine campaign. Joe Biden has quickly made arrangements to meet the embattled Ramaphosa to show him the door and to persuade him to find a successor that would be amenable to support the new USA policy. The search for a replacement. Several names have been thrown into the ring as possible successors to Ramaphosa. Leading the pack is Nkosazana Dlamini Zuma, who is untainted and has been prominent in the African Union. Dlamini Zuma was also prominent in the COVID-19 pandemic campaign and is viewed as the correct candidate to promote the vaccine economy that is emerging as the driving force for the U.S. economy after all has been lost to China. Other names that have been thrown into the hat include David Mabuza, but it is alleged that Mabuza is less of a favorite for the USA and business leaders because of his visit to Russia for medical treatment and is therefore not fully trusted. The same applies to Lindiwe Sisulu. Paul Mashatile is another name that has come up and is viewed as second to Dlamini Zuma. Mashatile is viewed as strong and with no history of radical politics and is a man who has business interests at heart. The option to step down for Ramaphosa seems real because he leaves with his presidential benefits and avoids a lengthy and potentially embarrassing impeachment process that might bring into question many other activities like the locked CR17 account, the Marikana massacre, the Glencore corruption debacle, etc.